Hey everyone, today we will be building the Ninjago Dragonian Storm Village. From the box cover, we can see there are 6 minifigures, and 2 of which are exclusive. Moro and Rogue, which is Jay, if you don't know. Basically what happened, he lost his memory when the merge occurred, and now he's in his villain arc, you could say. But this looks like a really cool village, but personally, it ain't a village to me, dude. It looks like a outpost, but we'll see the back now. Now at the back, we can see lots of features from the set. So we can see that Moro is on the ninja side, meaning he's still in his good phase. And we can also see that we can apparently use the storm spinner to spin characters. We can use them to equip, and there's a retractable bridge and a weapons rack and a prison as well, which is pretty nice. But for $40, it's pretty bad. But minifigures make up for it, dude. Let's just see the build, and I'll tell you about it. Now for the best figures of the wave, in my opinion at least. Rogue, which is a new version of Jay, and a returning fan favorite Moro. That used to be Elemental Master of Wind, but now he's departed, and now someone else has that power. So, let me just get Moro's weapon off him. And he looks pretty cool. His design is roughly the same, except he has this green grayish hands on his right arm, and transparent green, which is just amazing. And he also has a brand new face mold. I love this one. The other one was a bit creepy in my opinion. This one looks pretty cool on him. Now for Jay, who is considered to be called Rogue in the season. So, Rogue, or Jay in this case, is the master of lightning. Basically, he lost his memory in the merge, and now he's a mercenary, which is interesting at least. So he comes with this all new exclusive armor piece here, I believe. I'm not sure if it's exclusive or not. And this new hat mod, which comes in different colors for the Forbidden 5, but Jay has the same face printing, except this time he doesn't have it double-sided. That's a first. And his all-new rogue design is actually amazing. It considers his dark lightning, which is his darkness now, and his light side over here, which considers his light past his memory loss, his loneliness. The darkness is taking over. And on the back, there isn't much to see as far as it goes for this guy. And for Moro, the Master of Wind thing is covered, which is a pretty cool detail. And it also has Ninjago writing saying Moro. So yeah, now we'll talk about the overall build. Here we have Stormsuit Zane, Stormsuit Nia, and both of them look absolutely fantastic. So for Stormsuit Zane, he has this all new exclusive printing like the others, except it has gold, white, and black and gray, whereas Nia's one is just gold, dark blue, a bit of gray, and orange, which is perfect. I love both their designs, and for some reason Zay gets 3 different suits this way. One being this one being his like massive robot build form, and another that comes in the $10 set with Drakes. I have them right here. This set. So yeah, but I prefer this one over all of them because it looks a lot better. And as you can see, it comes with 2 prismatic blades, one on each character. I love their new hat mold. It actually looks pretty damn cool. But you tell me what you think, guys. And a lot of the sets are not including these armor pieces. I don't really know why, but if you order all of the sets, I think you'll just have enough for all of them. But I don't really know. The new hat mold is pretty great. Blue and black, gray and white. But now we'll talk about the best figures of the wave. So here we have the Dragonian Warrior and the Dragonian Scout. And these two are like the generic villains for this wave. Backstory for these guys, basically these guys are peaceful civilians who live in the first realm, and since the Forbidden 5 used some gem to corrupt them, if you watch season 3 part 1. And yeah, so basically the only difference between this dude and this dude is that he wears this spiky hat piece while one wears this dragon hat. So if you look, the dragon hat has horns on the back, and this guy just has these spiky hair. I prefer this one because you only see this guy, these type of people in the season. But this one also looks cool. Both of them have the same printing. They all have, both of these surprisingly have a dragon, because most sets are now excluding dragons for this way. I don't really understand why. But yeah, now we'll talk about, I guess, the next characters. So for the spinner, essentially you can spin it around if you keep characters everywhere. Say around here, this parts, it can simply knock them down. Pretty cool feature in itself. But I feel like if you were above the target audience, it'll be difficult to move them around if you want characters on there. But more on that in a different video, I guess. So now for the main build. So here we have a prison, a bridge, and armory. So for the armory, it's just connected by this one piece, and they have lots of vines coming everywhere. Cool feature. You have, what do you call this thingy, and you have a sword. I don't like how they're reusing this one. They could have used another custom made one. I made this custom to fill the gaps in, but yeah. I also love the new lamp type thing. They're using red cone pieces, transparent red cone pieces, and it looks pretty damn cool. You don't need anything on the bottom to hold it or anything, but this side severely lacks detail. Like, even though it's only held by this, it needs more detail. It's very small, like very, very small. And now for the prison. Again, it's connected by one piece over here or here, and this prison can hold one character maximum. You can open them, stuff a dude inside. Okay, bad example. Okay, technical difficulty, stand by. Yeah, and you can imprison them, but that's pretty much it for this feature. There's some vines coming out of here, not much. This build severely lacks detail. I think people just buy it for the minifigures. I did too, but I'm probably gonna make a video on upgrading the entire thing. Okay, so basically, I love this set. 6 minifigures, 2 generic villains, 2 exclusive minifigures, 2 storm armor pieces, ninjas, a decent build in general. I don't get why they would call this thing a Dragonian Storm Village. I would say this would be like a battle arena, like a small outpost. So it should be called Dragonian Outpost. Because it would make sense to have a prison, weapons rack and all that, but it doesn't make sense at all to make it a village. I'm gonna make it so accurate next time. Maybe, I don't really know. But coming with these two exclusive characters, well, technically at the end, these two amazing ones, I think it's pretty well priced. It balances out the horrible piece ratio and the good amount of minifigures. So I personally would recommend you guys to get this set, but comment down what you think on the set below.